Guys, this is the efficient frontier. There are many assets available in the market. You can see that there are thousands of assets available, but an rational investor would choose an asset which yields maximum return for a particular level of risk. So suppose any investor is willing to take this much level of risk. X-axis represent the risk and y-axis represent the return, and if any investor is willing to take this much level of risk, he will choose the best return yielding security in this level. So he will invest in this security. So and if any investor is willing to take more risk, he will choose the best available security yielding maximum return on this level of risk. So the best securities on a particular level of risk are chosen and are called the efficient securities or efficient assets. So along the best securities, a frontier is made. You can see here that this frontier has been made touching the best securities available, yielding maximum return on a particular level of risk. Any investor who is risk loving shall choose any security or any asset on the right side of this frontier, because he can take more risk and he will choose any security yielding best return on this level of risk. And any person who is risk averse or who is not willing to take much risk, like any old person or retired person, would choose the securities on the left side of this frontier, somewhere in this area. So this frontier is used to select the securities yielding best return for a particular level of risk. The property of this frontier is concave to origin. It means this line is not linear. This is not a straight line. Means it is not true that as the level of risk increases, the level of return will increase proportionately. This is not perfectly proportionate. This is something concave to origin. Means it is not true that if we increase the level of risk, the return level will first increase at the increasing rate, but somewhere here, as the level of risk increases, the return will not increase that much. I think this graph is not perfectly drawn because my art is not very good, but I want to make you understand the concept. This is somewhere like that. You can take example that if one person is taking this much of risk, then his return is here. But if he take this much of risk, his return will definitely increase, but not that much, as the risk is increasing. Similarly, if he takes this much of risk, his return will again increase little bit, but not that much. If it had been a linear, then we could say that as much the risk is increased, the return will increase proportionately to the risk. But it is not true with the efficient frontier. Efficient frontier is somewhere concave to origin. In the linear relationship, we all know that risk and return increase proportionately. At this level of risk, this much return. At this level of risk, this much return. At this level of risk, this much return. These are increasing proportionately, but here it is not proportionately. Means if we increase our level of risk, there may be situation where return increases not very much, but efficient frontier represent the level of it represent the relationship between risk and return. So any security lying along the efficient frontier are advisable, are worthy to be chosen, and any security below this level are not advisable, and any security above this level is not possible because the frontier itself has been made selecting the best securities. I hope this is clear now.